The mean, median, and mode of frequency distributions, Part 2. Find the mean, median, and mode for the following frequency distribution. Here we have a frequency table, and first we're going to find the mean. To find the mean of a frequency table, we're going to use the formula x bar equals the sum of x times f divided by the sum of f. First, we'll create a third column. We'll call this x times f. And we're just going to take the x value and multiply it by the frequency. So first we have 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 times 9, which is 36. And then 5 times 1, which is 5. 6 times 2, which is 12. 7 times 7, which is 49. And 8 times 1, which is 8. And lastly, 9 times 3, which is 27. Next, we're going to add all of those values together. That will give us the sum of the products of x and the frequencies. So when we add 9 plus 36 plus 5 plus 12 plus 49 plus 8 plus 27 together, we get 146. Next, we need to find the sum of the frequencies. That's found just by adding up all the values in the second column. So 3 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 3 equals 26. So our denominator is 26. Then to find the mean, we just divide 146 by 26 to get a decimal of 5.615384615. And we want to round our final answer to 2 decimal places. So I'll look at the value in the third decimal place, which is a 5. Since 5 is a 5 or greater, I'm going to round the value next to it up. So my rounded answer is 5.62. That's the value for the mean. Now I'm going to find the median. First, we need to add up all the values in the frequency column. We did that previously, and we got that the sum of all the frequencies is 26. Now 26 is an even number. So I need to divide by 2 and then add 1 to get my positions of my middle number. So 26 divided by 2 is 13. So my middle values are in the 13th and 14th position. Now I need to identify the values in the 13th and the 14th position. So we'll go to the frequency column and we'll just start adding the frequencies together until we get to the 13th position. So 3 plus 9 is 12 and then plus 1 is 13. So the 13th position corresponds with the value of 5. Now I need to find the value in the 14th position. So since there's only one 5, I'm going to go down to the next position, and the 14th position corresponds with the value of 6. Now that I've found my x value that's in the 13th and 14th position, I'm going to take those values, add them together, and divide by 2, because I want to find the average of the middle terms. 5 plus 6 is 11, and 11 divided by 2 gives me 5.5. So the answer for the median is 5.5. Lastly, I'm going to find the mode. The mode is the x value that occurs the most often within the data set. So I'm just going to look at my frequency column and I'll identify the largest frequency. The largest frequency is 9. And that frequency corresponds to the x value 4. So that means that 4 appears 9 times, which is the greatest number of times that any x value occurs. So my mode is 4. And that's the final part to this question.